Hello, everybody. Let's turn these mics up a little bit. Actually, they should be up all the way there. People can hear us. Yeah, hey, everybody. It's me, Bob Mackey, from 1UP.com. This is Retronauts lunch break because it's noon on Friday. We used to do these, right, Jose?
Yeah, we used to.
It's been about 3 weeks because of various travel things. I was out last week because of Borderlands 2.
I was out last week because of travel.
Yeah,
and I'm sick, so you get to enjoy. Oh wow, I've never seen that. Holy shit.
Yeah, what I like about we're watching the attract mode, they actually are showing you little secrets and little fun things you can do in the game, which is I think a cool little feature that I don't really see that often, or didn't even really see that often back then. Most attract modes would just feature someone playing poorly.
Yeah.
And then I don't know.
Well, that was a smart thing, right? The attract mode was showing you like different things that you can learn within the game.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Like I don't even know. I don't know what's happening there. Like what was that?
I don't know. If you're watching and you know a lot about Super Metroid, this is a great time for you to tweet at Retronauts and
please.
Talk with us.
That's
engage.
Retronauts, and please let us know if you can hear us. We've been having a few issues with the mics, and we want to know if we are audible.
So it's funny. I just realized right now that in the attract mode it says 1993, but on the bottom of the screen it says copyright 1994.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Go to C. These are my saves.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude.
We're playing with my Wii today.
Oh, really?
Don't actually.
Okay.
Why did I even say that? That's
that's
horrible.
kind of gross.
Yeah.
Actually, why would you
can't
say
avoid
that?
those horrible puns. Jose,
Oh my
play in
God.
Japanese because we're just playing Japanese. We should do that.
No. Okay, so are your controls set properly? Because this was the weird thing for me as well.
They're default.
The realization that shot was the X button, which is the top of the diamond configuration.
Yeah, these are just the default controls, so I didn't change these at all.
Okay, so I am changing them now.
Okay.
All right, let's go to... I always forget which is it. End is A or end is B?
In this game, it's A.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I know, but it's just like every system, I have to like stop and ask myself, special setting mode. Oh, okay, the moonwalk. Did you ever use that?
I didn't know what it was until recently, and then I just
Yeah, you
used
can
it
just
for
walk
fun.
backwards?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm
because
not
they don't
gonna turn it on,
explain
but-
what these things are on the menu
No,
screen.
that's true too. Yeah, this is back when you didn't really have to do that.
So yes, we're about to jump into Super Metroid, 1994, Super Nintendo.
And you're listening to, what's his name? Dan
Alson,
Who
who kind of left Nintendo in 1995, but he worked on this. He did Earthbound translation,
Yep.
stuff like that. Can we skip this?
But
can
don't you want to
we?
take in this amazing story?
No, that wasn't a like I don't want to see it. I'm just wondering if it's skippable.
I'm not sure. Well, this was one of the first times too that at the start of a Metroid game they were kind of throwing text your way. I mean, the attract mode of the old game, of the original NES one, had a story that they would kind of tell you, but in this one it directly is like a sort of a cutscene, I guess. Giving you a breakdown of a recap. What happened in
I like that.
previously on Metroid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you got a little bit more backstory. It was Samus's internal voice. That was another thing you never saw in the NES version.
What I think is weird is how they are directly referencing what I feel is a kind of unpopular game. They're directly following, like, I feel like these days a company would ignore a Metroid 2 and just move on from Metroid 1, but that's not the case. So that's why you're seeing these flashbacks in black and white, because this was a Game Boy game that we were...
well, this part specifically.
Yeah.
The last one when she fought Mother Brain, no. But that is interesting, too, because Metroid 2... I guess people didn't like it, but I couldn't put it down, because it was another Metroid, and to me that meant a lot. Like, it was just like, holy shit, it's Metroid 2. I remember I borrowed it from a friend in elementary school. I was just like, please let me borrow that game, and then just tore through it in like a week. And I don't know, I guess I didn't at the time have a good sense of quality standards, because Metroid 2 is kind of a garish or just different game.
Yeah, it's kind of working within the limitations of the Game Boy, but then sort of ignoring some of those limitations at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
So already we're getting some controversial statements. Not really, but somebody's like, Dan Alson didn't leave Nintendo. I thought he did.
I couldn't confirm that, but I just know that's Dan's voice. No, I think he is probably. We need to look that up.
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, ha.
We've got research.
This is still going. Good lord.
Exactly. I think we should try.
God.
Can you try to skip it?
I'm pressing every button on this controller. Oh, okay. Now it's picking up speed.
He's like, okay, let me cut to the chase.
So, and this was also the first time that Metroid had sort of the space station under attack. Like at the beginning, it became a popular trope that was revisited a couple of times. I mean, in Metroid Prime specifically, it's brought back again.
Actually, Dan Austin's installed Nintendo. I was thinking of the translator maybe on Earthbound. Like one of the people.
One of the translators does not work there anymore. He actually has his own studio
That's
these
right.
days.
I
I'm
think
forgetting his name. Yeah, I looked him up the other day. I not going to whip out my phone to tell anyone that. It's okay.
So this is a nice little prologue, and man, this game looks really good on
yeah, it looks amazing on this
TV we're
television.
playing.
Oh my god. Yeah, look at that sprite work. Small little thing I hate is that Samus's gun arm. This is before like that was taken into account.
So lazy.
So. Oh wait, no, it wasn't. Look.
I don't see it.
Right?
Oh.
Left. Holy cow!
Oh
this
my
TV
gosh.
has opened my eyes.
See, they couldn't do that in Link to the Past. They just had to mirror him. But
I
didn't
also
notice
never
that.
realized there were dead scientists here up until recently. You were gonna say you never noticed.
I didn't notice that thing until now.
Yeah.
Because I think the last time I played it was on an SD TV.
Yeah, I usually play it on smaller. Yeah, exactly. On smaller televisions.
Can you stop running for 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
The Samus, yeah, like she moves and breathes.
Yeah.
It's very like these very fine animations that I like.
Oh yeah, no, that's really cool. And this is also one of the few times that they didn't start the game by taking everything away from her. That also became kind of a thing. So here's the baby Metroid, which previously was last seen at the end of Metroid II. Oh my god, I can't touch it. Oh my god, what is that? And everyone should know who this is. It's Ridley. I kind of like that they immediately toss you onto this station and into this boss fight. Like that was a cool way to start a game. Oh,
Can we talk about immediately how much this reminds me of the intro to Symphony of the Night?
Please talk about
Just
that
in
while
that,
I try not to
well,
die.
Symphony of the Night, you're essentially recapping the events of the previous game, and then you kind of play like this little prologue section before the actual main game starts.
Yeah, no, it's true. And in that prologue, Death meets up with you and takes away all of your abilities and cool stuff you can do. Come on.
I think Ridley should drop that Metroid like a wine glass and say, enough talk.
How about you? Wow.
I recommend that you
I
just...
didn't think to take it that far. Am I just supposed to get down to a low health? I think that's the
no,
point.
this is the last part.
All right, so she has made a run for it. Wait, is Ridley a she or a he?
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those asexual lizard races.
If you're watching, you can totally clarify this right now for all of the internet to know.
What are we clarifying?
The
well, yeah. What is the sex or yeah? What is Ridley's sex?
No. Sorry, I took it there.
I want to know.
Okay. So yeah, and then there was this really cool, hey, the station's about to explode. You have a minute to get out of here.
We're going to see some cool special effects soon.
And this is also interesting because it's kind of a direct throwback to the way the original Metroid ended.
Oh, yeah.
And how you had to make an escape, a really narrow escape before the whole place blew up right after your fight with Mother Brain. That's one of the things I really like about Super Metroid specifically is that the game directly takes you on a path like through the original Metroid again, through the events of what you did previously.
Right.
Like you walk by the smoking hole in the ground.
And with really cool special effects.
Yeah.
It's like this is like sort of like a mini remake, I guess, in some way. So we have some questions coming in.
Sure.
Let's see. Angela Grant says escape sequence in this game has the best use of Mode 7 ever, and I agree. It's not like
whoa, hold up. Nah, Castlevania, Super Castlevania, and
that's a little
rotating
overwhelming.
Rooms, that shit was awesome.
That's like the most extravagant use of it, but I think the smaller, more elegant uses are better than the entire.
We can remain split on that one. Yeah,
we're gonna fight.
Cool. Yeah,
fight.
Swords.
Okay.
Pistols at lunch. Oops, it's lunch. What else?
Fart Sandwich says Ridley is totally a boy's name, and he's right about that. So we should just go by that.
Ridley Scott,
yeah.
Yeah, the director of
Obviously.
the original Alien
They
film.
wear their influences on their sleeve here.
Yep. All right, put away the blaster. Let's go. So when did you get to experience Metroid?
The weird thing
when
is,
did you experience this Super Metroid even?
It's kind of sacrilege, but when it came out, I rented it and I didn't really get it because I didn't play the first Metroid.
What? Oh my God!
It wasn't until
Get out.
It wasn't until maybe like '98 or '99 when, if you can believe it or not, Sears used to sell video games, and they were getting rid of all of their Super Nintendo games for like $10 new, and that's when I bought it. For $10 and played through it, and I enjoyed it. And actually, I sent a letter to Jeremy Parrish. I sent an email to him after I played it like in 1998, and I was like, "Thank you for recommending this game. I finally get it." And you know what? He never responded to me. So
you should tell
to
him
this
that when he
day,
comes back,
I have a vendetta against Jeremy Parrish.
So I like that in the intro. Also, they're showing you places you can go, and if you know Metroid, you know you can get in there. But you also know if you're also aware that I need the morph ball, and I need. Like, they're directing you a certain way, but they're also showing you all of these possibilities that you're going to be exploring later. Oops, I missed my exit. So let me just do that. Yeah, no, I did not experience, and then what roadblock? I did not experience the Super Metroid. I had the original Metroid. I absolutely adored the original Metroid. It was up there with Castlevania II for me. Like, those were the two games that on my Nintendo I would play endlessly. I would constantly listen to the music. I would sometimes just leave the attract mode running just to like experience like the music that was in those games. And the biggest sin in the world was that when Super Metroid came out, we were kind of poor, and I could not have Super Metroid, and that drove me absolutely insane as a kid, because I'm like, here is a sequel to probably my favorite Nintendo game of all time, and yeah, we just couldn't get it. And over time, I just kind of forgot about it. By the time I guess I had the resources to kind of do it on my own, you know, I had moved on to other games and just kind of forgot about Super Metroid, but then finally picked it up one day over Virtual Console, believe it or not.
Oh, nice.
That's sacrilege to me.
You yelled at me for picking it up in 1998.
A little bit, but I yelled at you more for you didn't
not
get
getting it.
Yeah, not getting it.
I don't know why.
I totally got it. Like I said earlier, I also like shook down a friend and begged him to lend me his copy of Metroid 2 on the Game Boy.
So this looks familiar, doesn't it?
Oh man, yeah, it does.
This is pretty much like straight up the exact layout of the first room of the first game.
Well, there's a little more space between these two spaces.
Yeah,
these two things
that is
here
true.
In the original game, but yeah, they are like purposely taking you on a tour through the original game.
So we have some questions coming in at Retronauts on Twitter. Please send us your questions at Retronauts. Or comments, sure. Angela Grant, that area with the tunnel you're dropping down, he says, if you listen carefully, this section has pieces of its music pulled from Metroid 2.
Okay.
So he wants to throw that out there.
I try to forget the music in Metroid 2 because it was kind of, I guess they're kind of working within the limitations of the Game Boy, as you said earlier, and so nothing really struck me as remarkable. I mean, think about it. Compared to like Kraid's theme or Ridley's theme, like, good God.
Yeah.
Those were some of the best. I can't go here.
Yep.
Oh, wait, I can go here.
No bombs.
Oh, and that was the other thing, that like you can shoot this blaster in like multiple directions. A lot of that stuff was cool. I'm actually supposed to go back up. I just realized.
Okay.
But
We got some missiles. So let's read some more questions. Ryan wants to know, did you guys like Metroid Fusion?
I did, but I felt like it was the first step. No, I did like Metroid Fusion. I don't know. I remember at the time not appreciating it as much as I probably think I should have.
Yeah.
But over time, I have grown a lot more fond of it.
I went back to it because of the whole ambassador program, and the one bad thing about it is that it's very much made with a handheld sensibility in mind, and that they give you little tiny missions, which kind of cuts down on the fun of just like wandering around the world of Metroid.
No, that's a
but
big thing.
The essential Metroid elements are still there, regardless of the fact that they're now in bite-sized pieces.
It's the first time that Samus got a little chatty, and there was this whole backstory with oh god, what was his name? Adam Malkovich.
And he would come back in friggin' Other M, right?
Other M, yeah. They decided to tell that story, and the whole thumbs down Samus, and it just makes me cry.
Yeah.
Because when you think about like this game and its significance, and not just from a gameplay perspective, and having a world that was really fun to explore, and find new power-ups, and to then like explore again, but the idea of even the way like really subtle storytelling.
Yeah.
You know, like this game is like a marquee title.
You don't see text outside of the beginning and the ending. Maybe I don't even know if there is text at the end.
No, it's all
just
silent.
fly out.
Some of the coolest moments in gaming, all silent, all like silent films, basically, and that was really cool.
And I think it's hard to complain about Metroid Fusion now, especially because it's been about 10 years since we've had a 2D Metroid game.
Yeah, and especially since Other M happened and kind of shit the bed, if you know what I'm saying.
I speak from ignorance because I haven't played Mother M. My Wii is broken and it won't read dual layer discs, so maybe it saved me from that.
There
I don't know.
are some cool ideas, but unfortunately it is weird. And and oh god, the story. God damn it. Anyway, I'm sorry. This just got really negative.
Yeah, please tweet in if you liked Other M, and we'll maybe
defense
consider
of
its
Other
good
M,
points.
That's let's talk about it.
Tweet into us
We'll
at
try and
Retronauts.
convince Bob to play that. That'll be the first game we'll convince Bob to play on his shiny Wii U.
Yay!
When it comes in November.
Some other questions we have. I'm playing the Retro Redemption says I'm playing the original Metroid currently. How much do the controls change in Super Metroid? You can answer this, Jose.
Yeah, they're customizable. So that's a plus for Super Metroid, because the default configuration. Excuse me, I'm a little sick if you haven't noticed.
We don't have a cough button.
Yeah, I know, right? I need a cough button right now. the original configuration has sort of the buttons mapped in a weird way, but that was also a nice touch of Super Metroid, that you can kind of go and reconfigure the buttons the way you feel comfortable. Because for example, like I really couldn't wrap my brain around what if shoot was the spot where I know the triangle button or the Y button.
Is default
like an Xbox or a
default
PS3
shoot button is X? Is that right?
I
thought
on
it
this
was
controller, yeah.
Okay.
This fucking alphabet of like different buttons with different letters. And
I think that's the same as the SNES one though, the classic controller.
no, it is. It
Yeah.
was that way. Yeah. No, I realize that, but I get annoyed that like every controller has a different context.
Yeah,
as
I don't
far as
like
buttons
that.
go. Yeah.
So we have
Anyway.
some other questions
That was a
coming
rant.
in.
But yeah, they're better. What else you got?
Ryan Schuster wants to know, how did you react when EGM gave Super Metroid as the #1 game back in the day? That might have been in their 200th issue or something like that.
Yeah,
So that's probably
that's
late
right.
90s.
It was the 200th issue of EGM. That's right, or shortly after. No, it was 200.
Right.
Because it was a big step. No, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it made me sad because I still had not played it, and then by that point, emulation was kind of the only way to get your hands on it.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just could not. I've always had a hard time playing emulators on a computer. It's just a mental thing. Like I can't. And I remember I even went out and bought a controller like thing, so that I can do it. Because I was just like, man, I need to finally play Super Metroid. What the fuck? Who like? I need to turn in my Metroid like fan club card. Like seriously, because it was kind of embarrassing. But anyway, yeah. So I thought it was amazing. I thought it was very cool. It made me want to play the game 10 times more.
Our controversial choice was that Super Metroid is our number 30 essential 100 game
yeah,
or something.
I thought about that the other day.
Some people are mad about that, but I think it's a different kind of a list than what EGM was putting together.
Yeah, this one had more input. Not to say that the EGM list didn't, because I'm sure all the editors had something to say, but this was a bigger community perspective.
So we have some Other M defense coming in. Dennis F says, I did like Other M a lot, despite its flaws. 2D/3D hybrid gameplay was something fresh, and the post-game content was sweet. What was the post-game content?
There was if I'm remembering right, there was like a branch of the story that you could explore, and an optional boss. But I don't know if I'd consider that really sweet, because I mean, it was really short. You kind of revisit the battleship, and then you fight a new boss. You learn how a couple of things tie together, if I remember right. And you can go for the 100% if you haven't gotten it already. Although there was this one missile pack that's located near the first ship in the game, the loading dock, the first area of the game, and I cannot get that thing for the life of me, so I gave up. It was the only thing I needed to get the 100% Super Metroid, which I guess is more a badge of honor thing.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Yeah, like, I don't know if I should feel bad, but whenever I finish this game, it's at like 67% or something like that.
Yeah, and I don't feel bad about that, because I'm like, you know what? If I put in all the time to get that 100, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'd never do anything else. Although I guess there are videos online that slightly disprove that. Anyway, yeah.
So yes, always please tweet in your questions at Retronauts on Twitter. We have some more. I want to answer this one first because I think I have an answer for it.
Go for it.
Jorge Torres. Please tell me if that's Jorge or George. I don't know.
I like
know
Jorge.
Jorge, yes.
Spanish people, son. What up?
Did you guys find the controls to be hard, especially the wall and space jumps? It's my biggest beef with the game.
Oh yeah.
I will say once you learn how to do a wall jump, it's like riding a bike, because the controls for the wall jump, I think, are very they're not what you expect a wall jump to be, having seen wall jumps on other games. You have to wait for like this frame of animation to hit, and then you jump off.
Yeah, the timing is entirely on you, though. It doesn't stop to help you at all.
Yeah, but like if you go into this game knowing how to do wall jumps, you can immediately do a bunch of really cool stuff. That was not so hard. It did take a lot of time, though. The super jumps, I thought, where you just had to find a long stretch of whatever in order to do it, and that wasn't that hard.
Oh,
I don't
no,
know.
What is this? This is totally not in the game. Is it?
Uh-oh.
Jesus.
How?
Chozo Run Wild.
Talk about defying your expectations.
No, yeah. Oh, God. Shit. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, yeah, no. That was another really cool thing that this game was very good at doing.
Sort of like in how Mario 2, when in that one level the hawk face would come out and attack you instead of letting you walk through it.
Yeah, and they do this again, especially in Zero Mission. They do a good job of oh God!
You can shoot those little.
Yeah. No, I know. I shot him earlier by accident, but it's been a while. I should have. I usually prepare for these things.
That's
oh, thank
cool.
God!
We're good.
27%. All right. Yeah. If you're at home cursing, too bad.
So apparently I got Jorge's name correct. Thank you.
All right. Good job.
So.
Yeah, I don't like George spelled like Jorge. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can never tell.
In Halo, I got really disappointed when I saw like text reading Jorge, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, and it was like, it's George.
Hey, George.
I'm like, no, it's not. What are you doing? Oh my God.
Retro Redemption. Should I worry about spoilers watching this? I don't think so.
No, we're not gonna. If you haven't played it already, if anything, we'd like to build the case for you to do that. And now you can. I mean, if you have a Wii, you can download this over Virtual Console. I really wish this was playable on my 3DS. I would spend so much fucking time playing this game. I probably would never play anything else.
Yeah, God, just an excuse to go back to it on the go. So David Oxford says, between Prime and Other M, some feel Sakamoto, who is the Metroid creator, should be kept far, far away from Metroid. What do you think? Should he get another chance?
I think he deserves another chance. I mean, I think Other M was just a case of maybe trying to tell the story a little too hard and not take into consideration what works really well in Super Metroid. I don't know. And I like the way Prime did it, but I can't go back to scanning to learn the story.
Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore.
I can't do that again. I think by 3 they really kind of, I like this, I can go in and save. Yeah, I think they really kind of wore out its welcome. And maybe that's sacrilege to some, but I hit the point where I was like, I can't bring up a scan visor and see 30 fucking
watch
nodes.
a little bar fill up.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
I think that if they give it back to him, they should be like, listen, you can have maybe 50 lines of dialogue in this game, and that's it. Because people don't play Metroid to be like, I wonder what Samus is up to now, and her character, and her arc,
it's
or whatever.
The exploration and,
it's
the
like
fun that comes with that.
This game tells us everything we need to know with just like a single intro, and that intro didn't even really need text, I don't think. I mean, maybe a little bit, but it's fine. It's fine how it is. But I'm saying this game could easily have told the same story without a single line of text, and that's what I think where this game excels.
I mean, this game does such a great job of like making Brinstar and the planet, this is Zebes, right? Just feel a lot more alive. Like you go outside, there's a fucking storm going on. When Samus steps on the ground, like look at those little puddles that kind of kick up.
Oh yeah.
Like stuff like that was so amazing.
Great little touches.
It was proof of what Super Nintendo games could do, right? I mean, they took Nintendo games and just added so much cool shit like that. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, like I remember they really pushed this game hard, and any kind of Super Nintendo display would have just big, meaty Samus pics with her glorious sprite in all of its glory.
No, yeah, and they put a lot of work into it. I mean, and the little thing like you noticed earlier where she's breathing, I'm just like, oh man, that's so cool.
I do think it's kind of narcissistic though that her ship is the same design as her head. It's like I'm gonna go into my giant head.
A girl needs accessories. Dog.
I guess so.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see what's going on Twitter. Please tweet into us at Retronauts. Fart Sandwich wants to know, did you guys freak out when you found out Metroid was a girl? I think he means Samus, and I found out through...
You know, people called her Metroid, though.
I guess so,
like,
yeah.
When I was a kid in school, that was a common thing. It's like, it's Samus, goddammit. They tell you in the thing.
The thing is, I read about it before I had seen it because, I don't know, I didn't play Metroid until Metroid Fever had hit, so it was known to me.
The great Metroid Fever of 1994.
Well, like I guess 87 or whatever. But yeah, like.
So wait, what's the question?
Did you guys freak out when you found out Samus was a girl?
I did, because you read the original manual, and I did so many times because I love that game so goddamn much. And you know, they leave it really ambiguous, and you just kind of insert, oh, it's a guy. Yeah, I get it.
Because that's like
so
the
cool,
standard.
Man. A fucking bounty hunter in space. Holy cow! Like that's so amazing. And it's like, actually, I'm trying to remember how I found out it was a girl. I think a kid told me at school, because I didn't finish the original Metroid for a long time. It took forever. The biggest barrier and the reason for that was that goddamn password system.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh my god, that thing. I hated that thing.
Which they took out in the Wii version. Wait, I think they took it out. Maybe that's Kid Icarus they took it out. Someone please tell me, because I know in Kid Icarus they took out the password system.
Well, even if they didn't take it out of the Virtual Console version, the minute you quit out using the home button, it does like a weird save state thing anyway.
Right, but I mean, if you want to put in the Justin Bailey code or the...
no, I think that's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, in the Wii... yeah, definitely. I think that's still there.
Brian Bickle wants to know, tweeting into us at Retronauts, was there ever an N64 Metroid game planned or in development?
There might have been one planned. I think I read that somewhere, but I don't think anyone's ever seen the light of day.
The only canceled Metroid I know about is Metroid Dread, which was a GBA game.
Is it really
or a
canceled,
DS
though?
game?
I mean, it was just kind of something that showed up as text in one of the Metroid games.
Well, I mean, canceled in the fact that it was a concept that existed and was planned for release, and then they were like, nope.
Yeah.
Not that any real work had been done with it, but there are screenshots and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. You know what's really interesting to look at, if anyone on the internet's interested in this, look up the early screenshots for Metroid Fusion. They are very interesting to look at because the Samus sprite looks completely different. She looks bigger, bulkier. the sort of color palette is really different too. Like it's wildly different.
Yeah.
The original screens for before it turned into Fusion.
Great music's coming up.
Oh yeah, but this wasn't Hip Tanaka.
No, I forget who it was.
Okay,
I'm sure we could look it up really easily, but I'll do that in a second. So we have another question. Dan Tams wants to know, why do you think it took so long to make a sequel to Super Metroid? And I'll handle this first if you want to chip in, Jose.
Yeah, go for it, please.
I think it's that, like, okay, so we had Link to the Past in 1991 or 92, and we didn't have Ocarina of Time until 6 or 7 years later. That's a huge gap. But I think it's like they wanted to make sure they could do this stuff right in 3D before they did it at all. Because look at all the franchises that went to 3D and kind of pissed people off or did things in a weird way. I just think they wanted to make sure that Metroid was going to be done well in 3D before they did it at all.
I think that is a perfect answer to that question. Yeah, you can definitely tell that Nintendo was very careful as far as putting something out in 3D and carefully considering, okay, how do we evolve this? How do we make it something that's better? I mean, think about it. I don't know if anyone had done the concept of like a 2.5D game for Mario 64. Maybe Crash Bandicoot is kind of proof of that.
There's a PlayStation 1 game called Pandemonium, but I think that was probably 96 or 97.
Okay. Yeah. But I bring that up because that could have easily been like an answer instead of Mario 64.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But instead, we got something as amazing as Mario 64, and it changed the way movement and all of that was kind of done in games. So yeah, I do not feel terrible that we didn't get an N64 version of Metroid, because in the end it probably would have looked like shit.
And also, how awesome is Metroid Prime 1?
Oh god, it's so good.
I need to actually finish it. I've never finished it. I have a copy at home though, but like, Jesus, I have so many games I still want to play.
Yeah, I recently was trying to get back into that because I finally got my hands on what was the collection, the trilogy?
Oh yeah, Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yeah, and I remember I came in the next day raving like, oh my god, and I don't know, I haven't made time for it because I've been playing a lot of older games, but I've also just kind of been making time for other stuff.
So we have a question coming in at the Retronauts Twitter. David Oxford is back. He wants to know, between the old games, Prime and Other M, Samus's look has changed a little bit over time. Do you have any preferences? Jose, what do you think?
To Samus's look? Is that the question?
Yeah, like what is your favorite version of Samus, I guess, design-wise?
That is a good question. Can you answer that first? I need to think
Sure,
a little
Angelo
bit.
Grant is chipping in on this question. He says she should go back to having green hair, and I agree. But I think I like Fusion Samus. I like her weird colored suit. It's just like turquoise and yellow. It's really weird, but I like it.
Yeah.
And actually, if you hook that up to your Metroid Prime cartridge,
Metroid
Prime disc or GameCube.
You unlocked it in the game.
Yeah, I did that.
Right. Yeah, me too.
Another weird thing is
that was
like
cool little like weird GBA to GameCube stuff.
And it unlocked the original Metroid in Fusion.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
entire
you
game.
got to play the entire game on the Fusion cart. That is absolutely correct.
And then in 2 years, Nintendo was like, "Hey, want a Metroid cart for $30 for your Game Boy Advance?"
Yeah, that was back when they started putting out the NES collection games. Yeah, no, I think the Fusion suit is a good answer. I think personally, I liked the Metroid Prime 2 version of Samus's suit, even though I couldn't get through playing that entire game for a couple of reasons. And I say that because I feel like in the original Metroid Prime, there was still kind of a soft, I don't know, there was a hard sort of edge added to everything in Prime 2, especially with her suit. Like you saw a lot of the lines become a lot more clearly defined.
Right.
And it just looked better to me. What the hell? I don't remember where the hell we are. And we're
Missile
playing this for
upgrades.
next hour.
That's cool.
Okay.
We're just giving some informative commentary and talking to our friends on Retronauts Twitter. So please tweet into us at Retronauts. Like, once again, this is one lunch break. Every Friday we play a classic game from noon to 1 PST.
So I basically like a variation on the Super Metroid suit because I love the shoulder pads. Like it's very cool looking to me. Oh god, that looked like it hurt.
So we have a question. Ben Roberts wants to know, do you think adding maps to Super Metroid decreased player involvement as opposed to the earlier entries need to map manually?
No, I think they needed maps. I think it was very much time. I don't know if by the 1993 people still had the patience to kind of map it themselves.
I think
they did, but I just think it needed to happen.
There's a charm to manual mapping, but I think it just adds a layer of extra work that you shouldn't have to do.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Like I like Metroid Odyssey, but I never actually map my own maps. I let the game do it for me because like that just added more things for me to do that didn't necessarily help me. I mean, it did, but the game would do it for me anyways. So why bother? That's my stance.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with that. I would hate to go back to a game, and you just said Etrian Odyssey kind of forces you to map it yourself. But I mean, in the game, they're kind of still tracking maps for you, right? I mean, it's not like you're completely drawing this shit on paper.
Yeah, like you have to drop
the Metroid
in.
days, you had to do that or invest in a strategy guide.
Yeah, definitely.
If anything, it made strategy guides more relevant back then, right? Because you needed that stuff to get maps.
In the way Metroid is built is that a lot of the rooms are identical because the cartridge only had so much space. Like so many of the rooms are identical. They're just colored different ways. So you definitely need something to get through the original game. That's why it's really tough for me these days to go back to Metroid 1.
I love the mystery back then of finding stuff like this and going, well, what the fuck am I gonna do to open that?
Yeah.
And what handles that? And not knowing what the power up was at the time. You know what I mean? That was cool. Anyway, what else we got?
TJD wants to know, it's Coolio 83, what's the fastest time that you beat Super Metroid in? I never tried to speedrun this game.
Me either. Yeah, I couldn't.
If you go back to the when we first started playing later, you can see what my last playthrough time was, probably like 7 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I kind of preferred like taking this game in at my own pace. I don't know, speedrunning definitely appeals to some people, but I have never had an interest
it's
in
like
how fast I could beat something. For me, it was more like...
Trying to do the wall jump?
Yeah,
there you go.
There it is.
Nice.
Yeah, I was trying. You could tell, right? Why is that guy spinning into that wall? Yeah, no, that was kind of the thing in my mind about it. Like, I just enjoyed playing these games versus like how fast can I get through it.
Yeah.
Even like Resident Evil speedruns, I could never understand. Like, I don't want to rush through this shit. This shit is crazy.
I mean, they're fun to watch. I agree, especially if things are being broken, manually, not with the help of tools. Those are always fun. But
and you can break the game through like just being really curious and sequence breaks and stuff like that. Yeah, no, that's really cool.
So Pierre is back. He wants to know, why is Metroid 2 so derided? I was introduced to this series with it and loved mapping the world in my head and the hunting aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Can you answer this, Jose? I have a few things to add, but I'm not sure if you have any opinions on...
derided in the sense that what? I mean, I feel like, if anything, it just took flack because, like...
I think it's considered a lesser entry in the grand scheme of things.
And a big reason is because, like, Samus sprite is so big. Like, the world just doesn't feel as big as they want it to be. Like, I don't know. I actually was playing that last night for some weird reason. It's just a little harder to get around, I felt. Because you can barely see what's on the damn screen.
That is true, yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know like Jeremy had
the black and white thing sucked too.
Had a big thing against the game, and then he eventually came around. Did he ever write about that, like in a blog? I swear to God, he did. Like,
I think he did.
Yeah, look that up on 1UP. Jeremy wrote something about Metroid 2 that's pretty informative. Use your missiles, bro.
Yeah, I know. Oh God.
There we go.
Take that.
We haven't got a single complaint yet, so thank you guys for.
Yeah, I'm at the wheels. Sorry about that.
We're good. So George wants to know, which game do you like better, Super Metroid or Link to the Past? And he says, P.S. Bob should be president of video games. Thank you, George. I like Link to the Past more, but God, it's like they're so close to each other in my heart. I can't. But if I had to choose with a gun to my head, I'd say Link to the Past.
I think I would play. Oh God. Oh. Okay, this is gonna get ugly. Oh shit. And I'm low on health too. This is not gonna be good.
It's cool. This guy throws out so much crap. You just shoot it up and.
I'm trying to get a. There we go. Bad timing.
Please forgive us if we die horribly, but I don't think Jose will.
I'm trying.
So Jose, you can go ahead and play, and I will just talk to people. Brian wants to know. I remember the print advertisements for Super Metroid and Nintendo Power being really awful. Am I remembering this right? And Brian, you probably are. That was the Play It Loud era of Nintendo, when everything had alternative music wrapped around it and just gross out humor. And yeah, I remember Nintendo launched.
I'm just trying to get health power up.
No, it's cool. Don't worry about it.
And saying, what the fuck is he doing?
Of all things, I was watching a Play It Loud commercial a few years ago, and Nintendo was rolling out that campaign with the frigging Butthole Surfer song.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
So maybe you guys should look that up on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
Play It Loud. Another game that kind of unfortunately fell into the Play It Loud era, wasn't it? Earthbound.
Yoshi's Island and Earthbound.
Yeah, and Earthbound fell into that era of marketing, and that was weird.
They're trying to play like with Sega's same.
Was this trying to get back at Sega for all the Nintendo's?
I think it was more like Sega has their famous Scream and their in-your-face, edgy commercials. We're gonna do the same thing, but it's like I don't think they really understood what made the Sega thing so appealing.
Oh man, the Sega Scream.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just. There we go. Okay. I feel better now.
TV's Mr. Neil says, do you guys remember the Metroid 2 poster in Nintendo Power, Samus armor with boobs? Thank God they didn't actually do that. Mr. Neil, I don't know what that is. I'm pretty sure I have that issue, but if you want to tweet that at us, I can retweet it and maybe everyone can see how horrific it is. As long as it's work safe. I assume it was, because it was in Nintendo Power.
I don't know, man. They did have a beheaded Dracula.
That's true. That gave me
second
nightmares.
Second cover.
Yeah, take that, kids.
You want to play Castlevania? Check this shit out.
You're gonna behead some dudes.
Yeah.
So Metroid 2, Return of Samus Zero Mission style remake, yay or nay? I say that'd be awesome. Fix the problems of that game in in a new package.
Oh God, Zero Mission. That I made that recommendation to Bob too late, and it made me sad when he
What's
was like,
that?
"You should have told me sooner." Remember, I said, "Oh man, we should have played Zero Mission." You're like, shit.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Super Metroid. Actually, someone asked earlier, and I forgot to talk about it. What's better, do you think, this or Zero Mission?
Shit. I really, really, really like Zero Mission.
Me too.
I don't know. I like this game more, but I really, really like Zero Mission.
I've only played Zero Mission once. I need to go back.
My all-time favorite GBA games of all time. It's so goddamn good.
Yeah. Even the weird stealth sections at the end are not the best, but I don't hate them.
Yeah, that stealth section was probably the biggest turn off of that entire game.
But it was a cool surprise. I don't know if they revealed that in previews or anything, but
no, I think
I was just like,
oh shit, that was kept pretty quiet. Damn it.
You need to farm some missiles up.
Yeah.
So
farm some missiles, bro.
I will talk to people on Twitter. Please tweet into us at Retronauts. We still have quite a few minutes to go here, so let's talk, guys. David Oxford says you can only hit Spore Spawn with 1 missile at a time, 2 if you're lucky.
I got 2 there. Take that.
Jose just got lucky.
Yeah.
So TV's Mr. Neil just tweeted at me the horrific Samus armor with boobs. I'm looking at it now. If it's cool, I'll retweet it. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I'll retweet it anyway. So yeah, just check out our Twitter feed, and we will you'll see it there.
All right. I need encouragement, Bob. Oh God.
Kill Audrey 3.
What kind of jerk? Oh, really? Feed me. I did not think about that.
Yes.
Ouch. I need to stop standing up. And I need to stop putting bombs under my feet and standing up.
He's almost dead. He's so dead. Yeah, there you go. Hooray. Thanks for sticking with us, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's cool.
Look kind of weird in
This is not a very flashy boss to fight. I like that you also can stand on its corpse.
Yep. Take that. Teabags. I'm trying to pick this up. All right, so what else do we got? What do the people want?
So, I guess someone told us to ignore the Metroid 64 tweet from earlier, but too late.
What? What do you mean?
I don't know.
Asking about it?
I don't know. I don't know what they mean.
No,
but
I wonder. I could swear to God I read somewhere that there was one getting worked on the N64.
I assume it had to at least be talked about within Nintendo.
Of course, yeah. But it's weird. Would you say Metroid, as much as fans love Metroid, it's not one of Nintendo's best performing IPs.
I would say you're right. It's more like
that makes me sad. I think more people should. I think this is one of the best series in games. You were gonna say, I'm sorry.
Oh, I would say it's like if Mario and Zelda are like blockbuster releases. This is more like of a Criterion Collection. I don't know. Like to me, Metroid feels like sort of like a foreign movie or like a foreign sci-fi movie, in that things are very strange and a lot of things aren't what you expect them to be. And there's like, I don't know. You're not relying on the things that you know to play through the game. Like, there's not NPCs, there's not a lot of text. It's just like
it's all exploration based.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I don't have sales numbers in front of me because I hate sales numbers, but I just don't feel like I think you're right in that it's not. It's nowhere near Mario or Zelda. I mean,
yeah. It's one of my favorite genres of games, like games that kind of take this approach and this style of exploration. I feel like the first Resident Evil, and I don't know if people talk about this enough, but it totally had a Metroid sort of approach to the mansion, and you didn't pick up power-ups per se, but it did have that kind of feeling of, okay, I got this far, now I need to remember to use
super missiles.
I forgot what happens when you fire a super missile. It has been a while, folks. That was weird. Anyway, what else we got?
I guess
if we got nothing, tell me a couple of your
we do.
experiences.
We have a lot of people tweeting in. Thanks, guys, for tweeting in. I'm just going over some questions I missed because we spent at the beginning talking a bunch. I want to make sure we address everybody.
Good. Yeah. Okay.
So yes, please tweet into us at Retronauts if you have any questions for us or need to help us get through some parts. Although I'm sure that Jose's gonna be doing fine.
Yeah. So far,
how about
so
how
good.
weird is this level? There's like cherry blossom petals falling.
Yeah. This.
I mean, that's what I see them as. I don't know what they really are.
No. I see it too. I do find that very weird. I also don't know where I am.
It's cool.
But that was the fun part about this game.
Yeah.
When was the last time? I guess Dark Souls is the current, hey, I don't know where I am, but this game's a lot of fun, and I'm trying to use, items and whatnot to get places.
I would say, yeah, I mean, I wrote an article about it. I don't even know how long ago, but how Dark Souls has a very 8-bit or old school sensibility, and that it just lets you wander It lets you get lost. It's not afraid if you're going to go to the wrong area because you will suffer and die.
And that's the thing. Like more recent versions of Metroid, have kind of put in this element where they're at least telling you a broad sense where you're supposed to be going. But then they, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a map or there's a map station you'll go to, and it'll put a marker on your screen. But
Yeah.
you still kind of have that freedom to look around. But I don't know. In Fusion, it felt sort of directed.
It was very directed.
There was not a lot of places to go.
And they would lock you out of other areas.
Yeah, at least during the initial, the beginning of the game, yeah.
I think it did open up much later. It's been like 10 years since I played through it completely. I did play through about half of it recently, but yeah. So we have some other questions.
Charge beam.
Nice.
Yes.
Juan says the pipes in this area look like the Mario pipes.
Oh yeah, the ones that the enemies were coming out of earlier. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, Nufaru says if you like Metroid, you should check out La-Mulana. It came out on WiiWare this week. Hell yeah.
Oh wait, it's out?
I think it's out.
Holy cow.
According to Nufaru, it's out.
I knew it was coming out finally, but I didn't know it was actually out.
I'm going to try to the best of my abilities to review that because I played maybe like 7 or 8 hours of it on PC, and I can admit that it is good, but it will crush your soul.
Really?
That's all I'm going to say.
What is it? We're talking like Spelunky, like crush your soul?
No, it's more of like... it's hard to explain in that enemies are tough, but they're manageable. It's just like figuring out like where to go next and what to do because it just drops you into this great, huge, like incredibly detailed 2D world. And I recommend it completely. Please go get Spelunky, guys.
Yeah, I need to play that because I miss playing games.
I mean,
like
not Spelunky, La-Mulana.
Yeah,
Spelunky's great too. I gave that a friggin' A when I reviewed it. So
yeah, this is very good.
Yeah, like La-Mulana is. I don't know, it feels like if 16-bit games were to continue being made past 1995 or 96, that's what we'd have now. If like the Super Nintendo never died, or just like they would find out new things to do with it, and that's like the full extent of this sort of play style, this sort of game style. So,
all right, what else you got?
David Oxford says, linear or free-roaming Metroid? And do you think maps should show where items are, or just where you are / have been?
Where items are / no, excuse me, where I have been. I don't like maps that show me too much information. I kind of like I like being trusted to remember things.
Sure.
Unless it's been a while since I played it, but that's my own damn fault. What about you, Bob?
I don't mind when maps show me where I've already picked up things, so I don't have to worry about going back there.
Yeah, but that's if farming plays a big part of the game too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, luckily in Metroid that's not really the case.
So, I think this is one of those things you have to run through.
Yeah, that looks right. I'm just trying to make sure. Oh, man, remember the first time you discovered this thing? Like, in the original Metroid, I remember blasting on a wall and, like, just getting that timing.
Oh, yeah, something like
to do stuff like that.
I had a turbo controller, so
Cheetah.
It was always I could just easily elevate myself to any. Yeah, you actually need to hit the run button. Remember, there's a run button.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Like I completely forgot about that the last time I played through. I'm like, how do I get past this part? You never really use it except in a few sections.
And this is again a time where like they're not beating you over the head with how to do things.
Yeah.
And I guess that's cool. Yeah, there is a dash button. Good God.
A blue ghost will pop out of your shooter, and it'll say, Samus, there's a 95% chance that you need to run in order to get past this. That's right. I'm still bitter.
I've only finished it. Yeah, you are. We're coming up on a year. I keep joking with you that we should do a podcast about that thing. If someone has not put it together, don't say what that thing is. Because I don't want to derail this
I can't go
far.
back.
But yeah, I still want to one day in my wildest dreams.
So
people are like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Some people know.
Yeah.
If you do, tweet in. We're interested. No, we won't say it.
Yeah, we won't read your shit publicly.
Mick wants to know, Bob, any tips for the dark area in La-Mulana? It's killing me.
Get off. Wait.
God, I wish I could help you, but I don't think I've even finished a boss, and I've already put in 7 or 8 hours. A lot of it's been wandering around, trying out different things, and yeah, La-Mulana is great. I love it, guys. Please go buy La-Mulana. Gets my full Retronauts approval. No refunds though. Sorry. So, Angela Grant, maybe you can answer this, Jose. Is calling a game Metroidvania fair when it was Castlevania copying Metroid?
I have issues with that word. You sure you want me answering this?
I don't know.
I feel like that word got completely played out. And
I think it was applied to too many things, and then it eventually lost meaning.
To me, it has lost complete meaning. I do recognize, though, what it stands for, and it does give context to some degree. Wait, but can we go back to the question? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, is calling a game a Metroidvania fair when like Metroid is the pure source of inspiration for these Metroidvania
I don't
games.
think it's unfair at all. I think that it's okay to. I think on some degree it's okay to refer to. Games don't exist in a vacuum, right? I mean,
Yeah.
they can be put into the proper context through certain descriptions. Like, I'm okay with that. I am. I don't know. Where do you stand on this?
I think.
No.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Both Castlevania and Super Metroid, but by that I mean
They
that
kinda
Symphony
grew
of the
up
Night.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean these games aren't far apart in time.
Even
and
Metroid 1 and Castlevania 2. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And
Yeah.
I think Super Metroid does what Castlevania Symphony of the Night does in a more elegant way, with like fewer items, fewer enemies, things like that. Symphony of the Night is sort of like a really exaggerated version of that, with like there's stats, there's equipment, there's NPCs, there's
more
shops.
RPG
Yeah.
elements involved as well. Yeah.
So I think if you want to call it Metroidvania, whatever, I don't care. But both
I
games offer a very different take on the same idea, and I think
Yeah.
they're equally valid. But
And-
Metroid did sort of inspire everything. Sorry, Jose.
No, that's okay. And both focus on exploration.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I think the term is more meant to describe, right?
Should
The
call it-
games that involve like that style of exploration.
Can we recoin it Exploration?
No, we cannot.
Yes, it's better than
No,
Metroidvania.
No, absolutely
guys,
not.
please tweet in if you like the term Exploration.
Do not let Bob get away with this, please.
I'm gonna use
Oh
it.
my God! Remember when this was a cool thing?
Did they show you this in the attract mode?
I think they do.
Okay.
Because otherwise, yeah, you know how long I got lost in this freaking game.
Yeah.
I did not know like you had to do that. And it was also interesting when I finally did pick this game up and play it. That I stayed the fuck away from like any sort of like anything that I thought would be considered like spoilerish. I mean, I already knew about the ending, but I didn't know about like different sections of the game and how to get through them. What the fuck did I just do? Oh.
So David wants to know. He likes Exploration. Thank you.
No.
Now it's been used in print. It's a real word.
No.
That's how it works.
No.
So he wants to
absolutely
know
not.
what makes La-Mulana
Sounds
so
stupid.
hard. I like difficulty, not others. I like some difficulty, not others. If that makes any sense. I get it. Maybe you guys can explain to David why La-Mulana is hard. I just think that it borrows from the 8-bit generation of sort of these kind of games, because it is very much like Super Metroid or Castlevania, but you have to rely on a lot of in-game hints to figure out what the hell is going on at all times, and these hints are very cryptic. So they're not poorly translated. They're just made intentionally for you to try to figure them out. So a lot of the game is trying to figure out what to do in specific areas based on the hints that you receive, and that's basically all I can say about it. I mean, the enemies are hard, yes. The bosses are hard, yes. But it's mainly figuring out what to do and where to do it, and it immediately opens up a huge area for you to explore. So it can be a little daunting, but I think it's like $10 or $15, and that's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
This is turning into the La-Mulana.
I know. I was gonna complain about that actually.
But I
can
mean,
we
there's
get over it?
there's no better. You should not be laughing, Jose. There's no better like example of this sort of game in action today than La-Mulana.
I agree, and I'm looking forward to trying it.
It's only because an indie game can make all these risks now, and where a blockbuster or a modern game can't.
I'm totally down for this thing. I just I want to talk about Metroid.
Angelo Grant says the genre should be called Metsploitation.
No.
I like it.
No, I like it.
These
It's
are all
funny.
great. These are all great.
It's really cute, but no.
Yes, David, please. I think you'll like La-Mulana.
Yeah, it sounds like that's the first thing I'm gonna do when I go home.
I'm not being paid off by anybody, by the way.
Yeah,
no one's ever offered to pay me off.
La-Mulana has been on 1UP's like most anticipated Wii games for like 4 years straight.
Yeah, I'm really glad someone saved it, swooped down and saved it. I mean, it's on PC.
Yeah.
Check I mean, if you have a PC, it's great, and I'm sure it's great on
I
WiiWare.
wish the PR guy who sends us emails about La-Mulana spoke
Uh-oh.
native English.
Are you listening?
Sorry, I went there.
That's okay.
Yeah.
They are a Japanese
we cool,
company.
Julio. We cool.
So let's see other things coming out on Twitter. We got about
I just
10.
shot an energy tank with a fucking missile.
Nice.
What am I doing? I thought I shut it off.
That's cool.
Uh-huh.
We got about 10 minutes left, guys, so please tweet into
Really?
us at
It's been
Retronauts.
that
Yeah,
long?
we've
Wow.
been at this for 47 minutes, so.
Good lord. How
Um,
are the people still awake?
it's like later in other places,
Yeah, they're
right?
troopers, these guys.
Okay, Dennis F wants to know, what are your thoughts on a four-sword style Metroid with 4 bounty hunters hunting Metroids online in 2D on a huge open planet? Oh my god.
Sounds interesting, but I think a big part of Metroid's charm is kind of exploring and finding things on your own. I think that would really get like worn down by having other people there.
Has there ever been a Metroid game with more than one player? Like, none of the
No.
Primes
No,
had death
they
matches
they
or
had
anything, right?
deathmatch in the DS version. Oh, no, they had deathmatch in
Oh,
Prime
Hunters.
too.
That
Yeah.
Hunters game. Holy
Hunters,
God.
it felt like that was the reason they wanted you to buy that game. Was
Yeah.
just the deathmatch option, because story was absolute dog shit. It was so bad.
that
And if
game
anyone
looked-
out there wants to defend Metroid Prime Hunters, bring it. Like, I will fight you tooth and nail.
Please let us know what you thought about that, because I just ignored it. I played a little demo of it, and I was like, no way.
Metroid Prime 2 also had a deathmatch mode, which is really weird, because why would you put a deathmatch mode in a game that is primarily focused on like lock-on as a means of combat? Like, it just does not work.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, multiplayer stuff like Halo, I guess, had gotten big at the time, and I guess Retro thought they had to compete.
I didn't like, this is only slightly related, but I didn't like the Star Fox multiplayer. I thought it was pretty bad. And they didn't really fix it for the 3DS version. I just don't find it necessary at all. I mean, it doesn't bother me that it exists, because I can ignore it, but I just don't see a point to it. Maybe if you were a bored kid and you needed some multiplayer games with an N64, it was good, but I don't like it that much.
I like how we've been playing for 45 minutes and I have not gotten lost yet.
That's great.
I kind of remember getting lost a lot more than this when I played this game.
So maybe we can talk about things that are coming up on the site or things we've been doing this week.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a new Retronauts tonight. Maybe this afternoon for you West Coasters. It's all about Double Dragon, and Jose, I'm sorry you missed out on that, but it was a great conversation.
Yeah, good.
I did a ton of research, and there's going to be a ton of great music and all kinds of good stuff with that one, so look for that later today. I'll post about it on Twitter.
You're going to use the Stage 4, Abobo, whatever kind of theme?
That's on there, yeah. I've already downloaded that, so I have to edit it today. So.
Okay.
And also look on Saturday, there's going to be a 1UP community feature featuring input by quite a few people on why you like Japanese games.
Ooh, that's running
Saturday.
So
check that out, yep.
Okay, cool.
And
nice.
including a few notable people in the games industry.
Nice.
If you like Japanese games, you'll know who these people are.
One.
Jeremy Blaustein.
Okay, that's a good one.
If you don't know who he is, he worked on a lot of really great game localizations like the original Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill 2.
I like it.
Etc. And he was great enough to to submit 3 or 4 paragraphs to us, so we appreciate that.
So I'm stuck now.
Okay, Pierre has a really good tweet. He says, Metroid Prime Hunters felt like playing Quake with your feet.
That game was so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. Like, that was the biggest disappointment of any. Oh my god! Like, why? Tell me why.
Why what?
Why did that game happen? Like, was kind of aping the success of Metroid Prime and putting it on the DS, because it was a cool demo.
I don't know. They needed something for the DS. Oh, look, you can leave now. I wonder why.
It wouldn't let me leave earlier.
I think maybe you had to go the special way it wanted you to go. So, TV's Mr. Neil wants to know, and the Double Dragon thing, am I going to talk about Abobo's Big Adventure? Yes, and in fact, I'm going to repost a video Jeremy and I did with it way earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had our video guys put it back up on YouTube because it had disappeared for some reason. But
yeah,
that'll be there, and I love that game. It's great. Play Abobo's Big Adventure.
Cool stuff. Okay, wait, you plugged a bunch of your stuff already, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
People are bringing it up, so I had to respond.
Yeah.
What's going on with Jose?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so what is going on? A Halo preview just went up for. You should care about Halo. If you don't care about Halo and you're that guy who says, oh, Halo, like, come on. Like, grow up and try it out. Halo 4 looks amazing. I got to play it in Seattle a week ago. And so we wrote about it. The new enemy class is amazing. You should check it out. And if you've been a fan of the series, I don't think 4 doesn't look like it's going to disappoint you. Oh, God, that's right. These guys. Get off me.
And all this week we've been having some great content about Japanese games.
Yeah.
Jeremy's had some friggin' great interviews with some awesome people like Yuzo Koshiro, who did a lot of awesome music and still does. The director of Klonoa, who turned out to be the friggin' director of Ninja Gaiden for the NES.
I still say that was out there already.
I mean, I'm sure it was, but I mean...
People knew that, but it was cool how that interview turned into a really good Ninja Gaiden.
I want you to look that up, Jose.
Yeah,
if that's
that was out there.
What if he was under a pseudonym? It
was under a pseudonym. He had I forgot what it was, but that's been out there, I think. I'm pretty sure.
It was a surprise to me.
Yeah, and it was cool.
And
cool.
Yeah, that was a great interview. Look for the Klonoa. It's under, like, we interviewed the Klonoa director or whatever, and then, lots of good Japanese-related content up on the site.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right. I need the.
You need the Varia suit.
The joke. What? Okay,
I'm only saying that because it's a mistranslation.
Oh,
or mistransliteration, rather.
I probably have to leave here because I don't remember having to stay here very long without the.
Yeah, you have to get out.
Yeah.
So Fart Sandwich wants to know, when are you guys gonna do Bionic Commando? One day. We will do Bionic Commando.
If we do Bionic Commando, I really would like to do Bionic Commando Rearmed.
And we have to get Jeremy.
And you have to get Jeremy to do one. Well, you know what you can use against him? He was on A4 Play this week, and it's like,
wait a minute,
cheating on us.
Mr. I Don't Do Podcasts was on a podcast?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Jeremy, You're under
at
1UP arrest.
GameSpite and start pushing for that fart sandwich because you've been asking long enough. I think.
I think that'd be good for lunch break.
I think that'd be great for a lunch break. I'm down with this.
Oh, you're out of super missiles. No good.
Shit.
Not cool.
No bueno. Sorry, I've been swearing.
That's right.
I'm sick. I'm sweary or I'm swearing?
You're not sweary.
Yeah, I'm swearing.
Okay, TV's Mr. Neil confirms Varia suit was a mistranslation of barrier suit.
Barrier?
Yeah.
Is the real name?
Yeah, because
Get out.
V and B you can transfix those in the Japanese syllabary, so it's like Varia or Barria.
So yet another case of English at work.
That's just like how in some really bad Chinese translations of Dragon Ball, his name is Vegeta.
What?
Yeah.
Please.
Jose, eat your vegetables.
Oh my God.
Yeah, V and B
you
is
just made my day.
Okay, I'm glad. I like Vegeta.
Vegeta.
V and B is like LNR. It's like.
Let me tell you, this classic controller, the original classic controller model, kind of sucks.
Mm.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, like, can anyone tell us what that weird center thing on the top of the classic controller does? It's like this weird button you can push in.
Controller. For anyone out there who was about to correct us and be like, "Oh, I'm smarter than you guys." No, we're talking about the original classic controller.
Is that the one they took off the market because of patents or something?
Well, they did redesign it
Okay.
when Monster Hunter eventually made its way to the platform. Ooh, now I can get up here.
Nice.
Yeah. I wonder who we're going to fight. What do you think?
What's that?
Look at that. Oh, that looks so good.
It does look cool. Rubik's Cube wants to know what we thought of Zero Mission. The Rubik's Cube, we recommend you go back to this video when we put it up again. We talked a lot about it.
Oh my God,
we
Zero
like
Mission. It's so good.
We like it a lot.
Play that shit.
Yeah, if you guys didn't know that we put up all the videos that we record on the Lunch Break Hub, which is probably how you're watching this now, so just check back in a few days or after the weekend and we'll have this video up and ready. And we have all the videos we've done so far. I've made sure they're properly archived, so check those out.
All right, I'm stuck again.
It's cool. We only have like 5 minutes left.
Okay.
So.
Someone help me get unstuck.
Help Jose in his time of need.
Look at that. Look at that. Can't
beautiful,
teach that.
beautiful bump jumping.
Yeah, can't teach that. Actually, you can.
So any other questions, please tweet them at us at Retronauts. And we have about 5 minutes left, so if you want to get in on this, let us know.
Right. I'm trying to think of a good talking point with you. Oh, God. These things. I hate these guys.
I like the music in this game because in any other game it could just be like butt rock or, you know,
I was
just
gonna
like
say butt rock too. You read my mind.
bad SNES guitar synth, but it's just very creepy and, I don't know, like
subtle,
soft. Yeah.
Subtle. Very subtle. No. Oh, God. Stop doing that. Sorry. I fired a missile at a door. It's kind of a waste of a good missile.
Oh, Pierre says classic controller was supposed to attach to the underside of the Wiimote so you could point with the Wiimote and use the controller.
Is that what
really?
that stupid thing is for? I never freaking heard of that.
That is crazy. That is nuts.
Just blew our minds.
That is crazy nuts. Pierre, I hope you're right. Someone please confirm Pierre's comments because I want to know.
He's lying. Oh, God.
This reminds me of the new Mario Brothers like Bowser fireballs.
Yeah, it does. And it doesn't stop coming.
Nope.
Good Lord.
Nice moves.
Thanks.
Oh, there's Kraid, or Mini Kraid.
Mini Kraid.
What a fake out that is.
Yeah.
It's like, that was the boss, but then you see like, oh, wait.
Wait, is he next? Because I'm not going to be able to beat him.
That'd be a great way to go out.
He's like 2 screens. Like, that guy's huge.
But what an awesome fake out that was.
Yeah, no, that was a really awesome fake out. And God, those spikes. Who put that there? I like this stuff. Look at that. Look at all this subtle. Oh, man, that door was in this game?
Yep.
Get out. That was a, Wait, is this Super Bomb friendly?
I think so.
Blink again. Blink again.
Nice.
There you go. Too quiet. This radio silence.
I'm looking at questions right now.
Oh, okay.
Angela Grant says the derelict ship was probably my favorite part of this game. Dropped my jaw when I was a kid. So we're going to watch Jose go out on this and I'll talk some questions.
Oh, God, it's Kraid.
Oh, yeah, David says don't stop now, we're at Kraid. How awesome is that? Super Nintendo. Come on. That's great.
Wait, what does he give in terms of consumables? Oh, wait, I got to wait till his mouth opens.
Yeah,
right?
Don't waste your missiles.
Too late.
Okay.
Oh, wait, so just shoot him in the mouth?
I think so.
All
or the eyes when they glow.
I don't see him flashing.
Super missiles.
I don't see
I think it's the mouth.
All right, open, abre.
There you go.
There you go, take that. Uh-oh, I'm out of missiles.
That's okay. They always give you something to farm.
Yeah, and he just got really freaking big.
Guys, how awesome is this boss? I just need confirmation. As he throws his
it's
toenails
amazing.
at you.
Yeah, it's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And this was something again that like Super Nintendo, like oh man, totally like making games that you thought I'm not gonna beat this thing. Are you crazy? Be funny if I do. I'd be like yes.
Retronauts lunch breaks always seem to end on like really clutch moments.
Yeah. Ah. Okay.
It's
Get
cool.
out of there.
I think Jose can do it.
I think
Please
you are
pray for Jose in his time of need.
Oh, what is this, Earthbound?
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute. I see what you did there.
The Runaway 5 heard your prayer, Jose.
Uh-huh. Come on.
Shoot that mouth.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Hey! At least it opens for a while. Oh, God, this is gonna suck. Oh, it didn't. It's
cool. I will wrap things up as you're killing Kraid.
Yeah, please, because we're both like watching.
As I said, yeah, I'm just fixated. So I'm gonna try to put like leaven the pressure or something. So yes,
levity.
Levity.
Beautiful
Hooray.
thing.
Shoot some toenails. Anyways, as I said earlier, guys, please be on the lookout for a new episode of Retronauts launching tonight if you're in the East Coast, probably this afternoon if you're on the West Coast. I'll tweet about it on Twitter, and always subscribe to our blog, retronauts.com, spelled RETRONAUTS, or 1UP.com.
Son of a
sorry,
bitch.
1UPblogs.com/retronauts.
I'm sorry.
Beat this guy, Jose.
I'm not going to be able to do this. This is a pain in the ass.
Jose, I forgot to tell you this, but your job's on the line now.
Oh, God. Imagine. Like, that would be a great interview.
Well, that's how,
beat
I
Super
thought that's
Metroid
how,
without dying once.
That's how EGM used to interview people, right?
They used to make you play something.
All right.
And we're getting the Zero Suit Samus.
Well, guys, we're sorry we didn't beat Kraid. It's cool, though. We will see you next time on Retronauts Lunch Break, next Friday at noon. Please check us out then. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.